Hello and welcome to another episode of Dom's Trading Journal. This is the first real pen to paper episode on my personal rules, what I'm going through, and me just being open and transparent in everything that I'm going through in the trading world right now. So it is Tuesday, the 21st of December. I made this little blip of my trading journal on Sunday night going into a new week. And to add some context before we get into it, I have gone through a period of struggle, a period of over trading, a period of FOMO, a period of horrible sizing, horrible risk management. And overall, it is showing up in my profits, in my results, in my emotions. It has not been fun. I've been working on this. If you follow me in stock therapy, this is something I've been teeter-tottering with. I've had some success, and then I've kind of slid back into it. And then I kind of get on the right track, and then I slip up again. And this is hopefully going to simplify it enough for me to show some signs of reversing and getting back into some consistency. And it's already Tuesday of this week, and I'm already excited to make this blog post because I have seen some momentum shift for me. The market hasn't changed too dramatically. We've had a couple OTC runners, which makes things easier for me to simplify and to focus in. But I just feel comfortable and in control of my trading, which is so crazy to me how just putting pen to paper and writing some stuff down, and eventually you kind of just get that discipline, get that desire to want to kind of make money again. And that is what I'm going through right now, and I feel super confident and in control of what I'm doing. And my goal now is to kind of continue to keep that ball rolling, get that snowball a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger as I roll down the hill. And especially with the holidays coming up, it's the end of the year. I don't want to get too crazy, and I just want to take the trades that are necessary and eliminate all the ones, that aren't going to give me the best risk reward and allow me to manage risk in the most optimal way. So I wrote on Sunday. Goals for this week are pretty simple. Christmas is next weekend, so no need to push for anything. I want to have a good mindset going to vacation in Florida. I say we and you and us a lot. It's just me talking as my team of all the different versions of me, and the trader me, the CEO me, the human me. That's how I talk when I write my journal. To each their own. We've been struggling to find any serious consistency day to day, and that is on us. A fresh week with the new year around the corner should help a ton. It really is just time to put it all together and force the discipline needed to be making consistent money again. My goal is to take less trades and feel more comfortable with my trading this week. Both things that I believe before I even write anything else down, I am doing. My goal is to take, I said that, and take it one day at a time. Be in full control of everything I'm doing and not be confused or upset by results. Risk management above all. I say that because it's something I've preached and something I was so good at in the beginning and didn't have any issues with. And then all of a sudden, as and grew my arsenal of strategies and patterns, I keep going through these lapses where I will be losing so much money on the most random of setups, and then I'll have no size on the A pluses. And this is all part of risk management, something that I'm working on and will continue to monitor. Simple goals for the week. It's very simple because right now I'm trying to figure out how to lose very small amounts when I'm wrong and get into positions where I can make optimal risk reward and just get something going. See some green, get some momentum, get some confidence. Green week, no specific dollar amount right now because I just want to feel what it feels like to put together a solid week where winners are bigger than losers and there aren't any horrible trades where I lose way more than risk. Max loss of 5K in a day. That's something to try to minimize any downfall, any lapses in judgment or horrible decisions, to just kind of have that stop on the day of I'm done at 5K. Sell into strength and lock in profits. Try not to allow decent unrealized gains to turn into break even or losers. And this is something that I've had to kind of pinpoint. I've actually created in my new rules I just created on a different document. I talk about how I've made new rules, and if I can just find them, a way to kind of optimize this to allow my winners to run on the setups that make me the most money and to lock in gains on the setups that are kind of hit or miss right now in this choppy market, and just let me just tell you. So for me, the setup I make the most money on is OTC breakouts. So I need to think, how can I optimize that setup and make the majority of my big money on that, and then kind of wallet pad the rest of the patterns that I have right now that are very hit or miss, kind of spacey, whether or not they're perfect A plus setups. Not maybe I'm trading a lot of B plus, A minus, or B minus. But a way to profit from those, because I've been doing well at the beginning of those trades, and then just because of how choppy and crazy the market's been throwing away 5, 6, 7K where I'm up, and then I go to break even, and a lot of that has to do with my emotions, the way I've been trading, kind of like what's the P&L that day, all things that shouldn't factor in my trading. So a way to kind of force myself to start making money is so any pattern that isn't an OTC breakout that I'm trading, I have a specific dollar risk that I'll use for all of them, no matter what. I believe it's an A plus, A minus, middle of the two. It doesn't matter. Consistent dollar risk. This is the best way to get consistent results, is by being consistent. And I have to sell at 4-to-1 risk reward. Everything I do is risk reward, and this is just a way to kind of take my emotions and my gut feeling, which clearly, if I've been struggling for weeks, my gut feeling is off, and this kind of forces me to be like a robot, where I'm entering a trade based on the pattern. I'm entering based off of distance from my risk and what I think it can do, and then I'm using the risk reward just to lock in profits and force myself to get in the habit of taking these gains, seeing green, and putting together a string of green days, which is something I believe you need when you're coming out of a downturn. And then on OTC breakouts, I'm allowed to use my gut. I'm allowed to decide when to sell. I'm allowed to be more patient, because that's where I've proven to make the biggest R. 10, 20, 50, 100 to 1 risk reward on these plays, because that is what I've seen the most of. That's what I put the most time into. That's what I have the most experience doing. And for those reasons, I'll trust myself in those situations to make my month or this week, off of those patterns, and let the rest be getting in that habit of taking money from the market day in and day out. And so now we can just start writing what we've basically just been saying. Just quick trading journal. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a trading journal, and I don't really have any format. Like that one was more of just like what I want to do for the week, kind of a quick recap of what's been going on, what I want to improve, and then just specific goals. And right now, I would say something like, I've never done this with a camera in front of me before. So far, so steady. Feel super comfortable with what I am doing. Taking way less trades and winning, and have a higher win percentage. I know it's been 2 days, but to continue to monitor my progress, I have to kind of check in every few days and do this. I might do a trading journal every single night and just get it down on paper, just to kind of, again, see where my head's at, see where I struggle, see when I struggle, so I can go back and learn from it, and then catch you guys up as I do it. And again, you can let me know if me doing this live is better or just hitting the recap, because right now you have to sit and watch me do it. And maybe I won't, just because I'd rather go over the full spectrum before I just write. But again, let me know if you think that would be better. But I'll just say what I'm going to write, basically. Feel comfortable with what I'm doing. And that's the big thing. I know the goal was be in full control of everything I'm doing and not be confused or upset by results. That's something I've been struggling with, is I look back at my day and I look at, the trades I took, and I'm like, what pattern is this? What am I? Things that if a student or a friend or someone gave me a list of their trades a day, I'd be like, what pattern is that? What pattern is that? What pattern is that? And I'm not doing it to myself. I'm not being disciplined enough to be, a boss and hard on myself. And that's what I'm going to start doing, and that's how I feel right now. I focus so down. A new rule I had was I want to focus on, I'm only allowed to trade stocks that I've prepared for and planned for the night before on my watch list. If it's not on my watch list, I cannot play it. And in the last 2 days, I've been green both days. I put myself in great positions. I just feel really comfortable. Like, I'm taking far less trades. The listed trades that kind of pop up, those hot plays of the day, the big gappers, the listed stock runners, like we had SOPA today, AERC, they pop up. And whereas I normally just be like clicking, trying to find entry, kind of day trading it, like now I'm like, there's no pattern. I don't know what I'm doing on it. I don't have any edge. Let's sit. Let's wait for the stocks on our watch list. And because we have a plan, because we're prepared, we tend to make better executions. We're more comfortable and confident because our P&L is a lot closer to zero than it is starting the day clicking 5 different tickers, and 15 minutes later I'm down 5-10 grand, and I'm like, how are we gonna get green, I guess? And that's a horrible mindset. And right now I kind of feel like whatever damage I've done in the last 2 or 3 weeks, where maybe I've been down and then I get it back and then I'm down. It's like this bouncy ball where I can carry more about P&L than process. And I always talk about process over profits, and that is what I'm implementing right now. And understanding that when I stick to these niche plays, when I stick to the patterns that make the most sense to me, that have gotten me here and made me the most money, I do well. Even if it's not 6-figure weeks or 6-figure months, like I'm making money, I'm consistent. My emotions are good. Like I feel good when I go to bed. Like there were nights this last few weeks where I was like, dude, I don't want to do it. I want to break, but I don't deserve a break. And that's not a great mindset to be in. But how I felt these last 2 days, it's like everything's just shifted. It's like getting rid of all the baggage that I was doing, all these random trades, random ideas. Like I can show you, my watch list over here. This is my OTC watch list. This is my listed watch list. This one you can scroll because I've minimized it so you can see it on the screen. But like, there's like 20 tickers combined, and it's so much easier for me to focus when I have so much less to look at. And by allowing myself to chill and just focus on the plays that I see, I've had a great trade plan and idea on AABB, up a significant amount of money in a great spot, super comfortable in my position. I've nailed OWV these last 2 breakouts. Super comfortable. Is my niche. It is my strength. That's where my focus should be. AXA, I'm waiting. That one's setting up for me. Tom Z, something entered today in the listed market. It's the only one I had on watch for the listed market today. I attacked it. I'm still in it, sticking to the plan. This is a 4-to-1 for me, and I'm sure I'll be able to comment how it goes for me later this week. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I brought up like 3 tickers, and these three tickers, I'm gonna win on all of them, based off of where they are now and my current plan going forward. I'm not going to take any losses. I'm going to, if they all work out properly or even half-heartedly, or like, I'm going to make a significant amount of money for the week. And even yesterday with the trades I had, I sold the rest of my OWV. I sold my LWLG swing that I've been swinging since 15. And all of a sudden I had my goal for the week, like my dollar goal was made on Monday. And now I'm in the position to where I don't need to make any more trades because I'm not down. I'm not frustrated about P&L. I'm focusing on making the best trades. And whenever they come in the month or the week, that's when I'll get paid. And that's the only thing dictating my decisions right now. And that makes me clear-headed and feel really good. And I'm just super excited right now. I just, again, feel in my element. I feel good. And I want to keep this going. And I do think this trading journal is going to help me significantly, because it's going to allow me to, stay in touch with my emotions, stay in touch with my process, and just keep optimizing, and just waiting, again, what I preach, waiting for those, big fun markets, some sector to get hot, some price range to get hot, and then attack. And when you're in a great mindset and you feel comfortable, you feel confident, you're not bleeding money every day, you're taking what the market gives and you're stacking little by little by little, that is when you are dangerous, when the market shifts in your favor and you get a 2-3 week, 2-month stretch of where everything you've been studying, working for is there every single day. That's when you get rich. It's not forcing stuff because you think you need money. And that is something I'm learning right now. And just by doing this, I'm getting super pumped up because, again, I just feel confident and in control of what I'm doing. And if you looked at me a week ago, I would have been like talking myself off a ledge. Like, why am I making these mistakes? Why can't I get comfortable? Why can't I stop taking these random trades? And all it came down to is me identifying issues, weak parts in my trading, and coming up with a common sense solution, which is very, easy to look at from the outside in when you're looking at a trader. Like I was talking to my buddy Botsky, and I was talking sending my new rules, what I was doing. He was like, "Do you want to know your issue? I can tell you it." And then, I told him it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's exactly it. I can see it from a distance." And you keep doing it over and over. And that was early entries, buying before triggers, unnecessary losses. And when you eliminate those unnecessary losses, this is what I say when I say, I think there's a profitable trader, and most struggling traders, you eliminate enough of the crap that's losing you money and has no edge, you magically start to make money. And we'll close it off there. Thanks for coming to Dom's Trading Journal. I'm pumped. I'm going to get this entry done, and I will see you in the coming days to see where my head's at, see where my emotions are at, and getting ready for Christmas. Peace.